All right, Sandra, we're going to get back to crime in just a moment. But first, a major endorsement in the race for the Speaker's gavel in the House. The former president officially throwing his support behind House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan. What does this mean for Republicans in 2024? Let's bring in Ronna McDaniel, chairwoman of the National Republican Committee. You've had a lot on your plate lately.
I know. It's never boring, right, John? Right?
And now this. So Wednesday, and Chad Pergram, as you saw, said might stretch into Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. They start the votes for House Speaker. Trump's endorsement of Jordan is going to throw a lot of weight behind him. I mean, I don't want to say who you would prefer personally to see, but who, in terms of Speaker, and then heading into the elections next year, who do you think would be best to lead the House?
I more than anything applaud Patrick McHenry in this new role. We've never had somebody do this interim speaker role, which was created after 9/11, recognizing we should be having these discussions behind closed doors, that we shouldn't be airing our dirty laundry. Once we come out, once the members come out of conference, let's have the votes ready for the next speaker. I hope it doesn't take very long. I don't think our country can afford that to take too long, and I think it's bad for our party. I also hope they get rid of this motion to vacate. We cannot have another chaotic turnover of speaker before next year's election and think it's not going to impact our results.
Matt Gaetz has said he is open to changing the rule back to, I don't know if change it back to the Pelosi rule or not. He said he'd support Scalise or Jordan. I mean, clearly two different styles of leadership. How do you think the House would run depending on which one of them, if they were to be the final two candidates?
Well, first I want to say I know Kevin McCarthy very well. We don't have the House without Kevin McCarthy, and I think that's not discussed enough. The amount of flying, the amount of fundraising. I'm on the circuit with him. You know, we're on planes all the time fundraising. It doesn't just happen. And the phenomenal recruitment he did, especially in states like California. I think Steve and Jim are both up to the task. They'll do a great job. But the longer this takes, the worse it is for us. So I hope they do it privately. Let's not have leaks. Let's make sure we come out united. I think Republicans across the country really are clamoring for unity across our party, saying we've got to remember what we're against, which is Joe Biden and what the Democrats are doing to this country.
All right. Well, we'll see if that happens. we'll be watching.
Fingers
closely.
crossed.
You've got an op-ed in FoxNews.com where you talk about crime in America. You mentioned Henry Cuellar's carjacking incident, as well as some other ones. You wrote this: "Let me be clear. No one deserves to be a victim of crime. My prayers are with Congressman Cuellar as he recovers from such a traumatic incident." He'll be here next hour, by the way. But it's no surprise that Democrats are experiencing the impact of their soft-on-crime policies that have run rampant in D.C. and across the country. You know, this is kind of like the border crisis.
Right.
We saw this coming from a mile away, but Democratic leaders wanted to ignore it, and then boom.
But they caused this. This isn't just happening. This is intentional. We just put up a video of Democrat leaders calling for defunding the police. They did it over and over again. Ilhan Omar, Cori Bush, they wanted to defund the police. So what's happened? The police forces are down, recruitment's down, they've been demeaned, they've been diminished. D.C. has a 400-person shortage. And what's happening? Crime's on the rise. Businesses are fleeing, jobs are fleeing, and people are saying, I don't want to live in a community that's not safe. This is what the Democrat policies have done, and now they're living under it, and they're pretending that they didn't call for this national movement to defund the police. Well, this is what you get when Democrats get their wish.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this because everybody remembers that in the 2016 campaign, Hillary Clinton alienated a vast slice of America by referring to Trump supporters as a basket of deplorables. Well, she's back at it again. Watch what she said here.
And when do they break with him? You know, because at some point, you know, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members, but something needs to happen. Maybe they don't like migrants. Maybe they don't like gay people or black people or the woman who got the promotion at work they didn't get. Whatever the reason.
I don't know if she still hasn't gotten over losing back in 2016 or what it is, but this idea that you're going to denigrate a huge slice of the American population. And she keeps doing it again and again. But I'm really intrigued by what's the RNC deprogramming?
No, I'm like, what is her plan? Is it like electroshock therapy? Like, what's her plan to come? I mean, listen, Trump voters, Republican voters, we want safety. We want our parents to have a kid in their say in their kids' schools. We want fentanyl to be removed from the streets. We want our border closed. So the Democrats are a pro-crime, pro-criminal, pro-fentanyl party right now. Their policies have shown that, pro-open border. I'm not about denigrating other Americans, but their policies are making our country less safe and less prosperous because people are struggling.
What do you make of how she characterizes?
She's always about division. You want to see why Hillary Clinton lost? Look at Hillary Clinton. She's always been about division. She has never been optimistic or painted a vision of how we bring America together. And that's what the Democrats are right now, too. So's Joe Biden. They're denigrating half of this country. It is never about unifying. And I think the Republicans have a great opportunity to say we want to make life better for every American. Everyone deserves a good job. Everyone deserves good pay. Everyone deserves to feel safe in their community. And everyone deserves a border that's closed with laws that make sense. We're common sense. They're chaos and pro-criminal.
Good luck next week, by the way.
Thank you. I know.
We'll be watching very closely.
I know. I said that it should be white smoke that comes out, like when they get the Pope. That's how they let us know they've come to a decision, right?
I like that idea. We just need somebody to repaint the inside of the Capitol
exactly.
dome. Ronna, thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.